And remember, these people will sit here and tell you that they're mogging you, better genetics, all of this other shit. Again, going under the knife is not beauty if you don't need it. Hitting yourself in the face with a hammer to get artificial gains, right, that you don't naturally have is not beauty. It's mental illness. Using drugs such as meth and Adderall so that you don't feel hungry, it's not beautiful. You just have mental health issues. You have real bad mental health issues. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen to Clavicle himself. Peak male performance here.
Now, the next thing that I want to go over is how to use makeup as a male. And
Gay!
Right? So makeup is one of the best looks maxes out there if you know how to use it, right? So makeup is obviously a huge phalo for normies and all the societal implications, rather. Oh, dude, that's gay, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, yeah, you're gay if you're walking into a bar with a face full of makeup, but if we could subtly improve upon ourselves and just give ourselves a little bit more of a sharpened look, then I see no reason why we shouldn't do that, right?
How is this any different than any drag queen or any trans person? They're literally just the LGBT with extra steps. This is your base guy. Imagine, it's so fucking funny. It's so funny, right? Now these are the oh my gosh. Again, I find it hilarious that not even 6 months ago, that these are the first guys screaming, right, in these circles to repeal the night. Now, mind you, I've said women shouldn't vote, but I'm based. I have my own reasons for it. I don't think women should vote. I don't think a lot of guys should vote. I think you should earn your right to voting, right? I think if you have not served, or I think that there should be single votes per household. First and foremost, I think that you should have to contribute to vote, and I think that you should have to take tests to be filtered to vote. I don't think everybody should be able to vote for the policies and the laws of the United States, right? Now, these guys will sit here and they'll say things like women shouldn't vote because they vote based on their pussy. They vote based on how they feel, how things feel. They vote based on how good people look. For example, one thing about Obama had them white liberal women in a fucking chokehold, dog. He just speak good. He's so elegant. It was the funniest shit, right? But here's the deal. They didn't want women voting because they said that they were bird brains. They said that they were empty-headed, and it was foolish the way that they voted. What is the difference between dudes saying that a person like this, and you should vote based on how someone looks, and you should vote for a guy who votes extremely far left, unvetted immigration, illegal immigration, don't give a shit, fucking communist, but he looks good and he has a white family, so aesthetically it's pleasing. And then sitting there saying that it's based is crazy. Let's continue.
You know what you're doing, you're not going to get caught. No one's going to fucking know. Give ourselves a little bit more of a sharpened look, then I see no reason why we shouldn't do that, right? If you know what you're doing, you're not going to get caught. No one's going to fucking know. So explain to me how that's gay. If something helps you get more girls and improve your looks, that's gay?
Explain to me how that's gay. Yo, dog, you know what's actually crazy? You know what's crazy? It's funny because you had goth dudes that would wear makeup back in the day, but that was a whole different fucking lifestyle. And yes, a lot of them goth dudes did get a lot of girls, but they weren't. They knew that they were fucking freaks, right? They knew that they were fucking freaks. They weren't pretending that they weren't, and they weren't hurting nobody. They weren't trying to put people fucking down either. Trying to make other people look bad with shallowness. It's crazy, dog.
I don't fucking think so. So let's talk about exactly what to do, right? So BB cream can only do so much. So sometimes you're gonna have to come in and do another layer on your more inflamed pimples or whatever with concealer to really make sure that your skin tone is 100% maxed out. Things like cuts on your neck from shaving. It's fantastic. If you want to be very delicate about touching up your infraorbitals, it can be amazing. If you've got eye bags. And it's really good for spot treatment with that. Now the next.
Can somebody please tell me what is beautiful about art? What is beautiful about artificially enhancing yourself? It's not natural, but it gets better. Wait, there's more. There's more. Ew, is that a picture of Nick Fuentes with makeup? What the fuck? There's more. It gets better. It gets so much better. Again, this is the guy that they're pushing now. This is the guy that the far right is pushing now as intelligent. This is the guy that the far right is now pushing as their guy. This is the guy who sat next to Nick Fuentes talking about subhumans while Nick Fuentes was sitting there daydreaming about gargling this guy's cock. All right, let's go.
People are asking, are you going to be infertile? Do you worry about like having children?
So right now, I am infertile, but I'm not able to have a kid right now. But if I wanted to, there's a protocol I can put in place that'd be immediately good again.
Wait, why are you infertile right now?
So it's just like a negative feedback loop when you're, not needing to produce testosterone anymore because your body realizes, okay, we're getting it from an exogenous.
So you're not producing
source.
any testosterone naturally?
No.
Peak male performance here, ladies and gents. Listen, there was a commenter on my recent video I did, and they were basically saying that they are terrified. I believe it was Valhalla lady or Lady Valhalla, and lady, you need to slow down with the commenting and just comment one or twice, because you made my phone fall off of the goddamn table in the morning. Anyway, and they were saying that they would be terrified if their kids was digesting this individual's content. And the thing is, this type of content, if Clavicle was a woman, I could see a lot of girls falling for this shit. I don't think the average dudes is falling for this shit. I don't think average young men is falling for this shit. I would hope not. But in this day and age, with the way that the algorithm push shit, you're absolutely right that you should be goddamn terrified, because people who are weaker minded are more susceptible to falling into this type of shit. This guy is promoting this type of stuff, and he's fucking infertile, hitting himself in the face with hammers, injecting cosmetic pesticides inside of his 17-year-old girlfriend's face. And before anyone sits there and goes, oh, well, it's irreversible, it's not permanent damage. This is the same argument that the trans community makes when it comes down to putting little boys on fucking estrogen or HRT or whatever the fuck it is, that they can just turn back on puberty whenever that they want. Why is a 19-year-old male who's supposed to be peak male performance not producing testosterone? Oh, it's because he's willing to artificially push himself as far as he can, that now his body's not even performing baseline shit that male should be performing. My man's talking about using makeup to cover up the scars from shaving. How are you calling yourself peak male and you hiding and muting all of the things that show that you're a male? Again, the G in LGBT is gonna stand for Groiper, dog.
None?
No.
Oh, I'm not taking TRT, bro.
Well, how do you think it works? You just don't. Your body realizes we're at a certain level, we don't need it anymore, so it stops producing it.
So how do you fix that? How do you have kids?
You just take something that signals your brain to restart the production. You stop taking the testosterone, your levels start to diminish. You agonize the receptors, and then your body just starts producing it again.
So have other people done that before?
Yeah, dude. Like the chance of being completely infertile is like 1 in like 100,000.
You should freeze some sperm.
You've got to do that before you make the commitment.
Right, but next time, like unless you
yeah, you could do that.
Next reset.
But dude, like the odds of going permanently infertile are so egregiously low that it's not really necessary.
Mind you, the man that's sitting next to him named is Sneeko. I believe he's like 1/4 Filipino, some bullshit. They try to say that he was black. He's not. But the funny thing about Sneeko is now a Muslim. But before he was a Muslim, he was just a degenerate. I mean, he's a degenerate now, but he's a reformed degenerate. And everyone loves reformed degenerates. I believe that at one point Sneeko admitted that he let his girlfriend go get piped down by another dude while he was around, like while he was in proximity. It's just like, yeah, you should free up some sperm. It's the low T brain activity for me that's doing it for me here. There is 0 point in look maxing if it makes you infertile. Sneeko is sitting next to a female. This dude is so artistically retarded that I almost respect it. Like, how does he say all of this shit with a straight face? All for nothing then. What a shame. The chance of being permanently infertile from this is much higher than 1 in 100,000. Laughing my ass off. You don't know your own genetic predisposition. Start TRT after kids. Bro said he's been on TRT since he was 14. And this is the thing. For those of you that don't know about Clavicle, Clavicle has two bodybuilding parents. And this is the thing that kills me, right? Because I could understand if both your parents were literal peak physical condition, if they did it naturally, but did he pick up all of these, oh, it doesn't matter what you put in your body because of his parents? And he feels inferior? And he wants to keep up with them? Or you, like, it makes me think, right? Like, was his parents fucking steroid abusers as well? Again, this man has had access to meth, Adderall. He's like anything that he fucking wants, pretty much, he has access to. The man is taking TRT at 14. He's taking TRT. Where's his parents? Bro has been on TRT since he was 14. He's been infertile throughout most of puberty. Likely will have a permanent effect. And most of the testicular hypertrophy comes from the stimulant of the HPG axis during those years, specifically from luteinizing, what the hell is happening here? Hormone from the pituitary going to testes. I'm willing to beg a strong HCG cycle can reverse this case. 14. Why? Unless there's a deficit happening in your body, there's no reason why a 14-year-old will be taking a testosterone supplement. Man, sure. Who the fuck listens to this guy? That's fucking crazy. Clav, fuck that. Damn, you even got Gripper saying fuck that? That's crazy. N-word doesn't know what he has done. TRT is a lifelong sign-up. You can't just stop it. What are you even saying? You could definitely go off cycle. The way he's abusing it, he can go off cycle and natural T will rebound slightly, but will never be the baseline. Yeah, that's why I spoke on this generalization. So then what the fuck are you talking about? My man literally said, what are you even saying? He could definitely go off cycle, but will he be the same? Well, no. Well, then shut the fuck up. Uneducated opinion. Of course you can come off cycle. Ronnie Coleman got 10 fucking kids. He does. Newsflash, you will never be Ronnie Coleman. I was... Nature. You can easily, but why would you want to? Yeah, you can. Laughing my ass off. What was the point of it all then? I thought Lookmaxxing was being well-groomed, hygienic, and a sense of style and exercising. Just basically taking care of yourself. Didn't think you turn yourself infertile. Listen, bro, you're not ugly. You're just broke. Don't you get it? A generalization of boys poisoning themselves with steroids and drugs for that social media validation. Meanwhile, we debate pronouns while ignoring that basic human biology is being destroyed for views. This is where we landed as a society. Listen, you can take steroids and you can stop taking steroids and your body can go back to what it is, just like you can take HRT or whatever like that. But the thing is, sometimes the damage is permanent. Sometimes you will have permanent changes to your body. You can, listen, the many stories we heard about these kids who shut down their puberty and then they tried to reverse it, being told that they could, and you find out you can't reverse it. You can go cycle all you want. You're never gonna be the fucking same that you could have been. Meth-maxing works. I've seen people lose 50 pounds and stay up for days just getting shit done like a fucking boss. Yeah, because you're on fucking drugs. There's a difference. It's also dangerous. The odds of going infertile are low, yet he's infertile. This dude is a clown. Just hit the gym, you lazy son of a bitch. See, and that's the thing, right? Because Clavicle is actually in really good shape, or was. I don't know. I think he still is. But then again, his gains mean absolutely fucking nothing because he's been on fucking meth. Could you imagine what it would... Perfect example. When you're a kid, you're on meth. You're naturally on fucking meth. You're on crack cocaine when you're a kid. You ever seen them kids with crackhead energy? I used to be one of them goddamn kids that would jump on the fucking concrete floor, bang my knees, jump up with no hands, land on my feet, bang my knees back on the ground, do that shit 3-4 times and run around the block, right? And as I said before in the last video, any kid can be in shape. Any kid can be generally in good shape. And then if you got free time and you ain't got no goddamn obligations to the world, if somebody told you to get in good shape and you'll get rewarded, most kids, majority of fucking kids, as long as they're not being slobs and eating garbage from McDonald's 24/7, will generally be in good shape. When he was showing his physique, talk about, and you have people sitting there going, "Oh, he's in great shape," this, that, and third. My man is literally starving himself using drugs. He's not peak. He's not peak male. Nothing. He's just a fucking drug addict with body dysmorphia. Anyway, he's just a junkie with body dysmorphia and mental health issues. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Hey guys, Deeply Closeted Gay Man here, and today we're going to be doing a black pill analysis of Sydney Sweeney's facial structure, which is pretty overrated in my opinion. To start with, we have slight paranasal flatness. That's definitely going to reduce mid-face depth. The mid-face is compact, but as you can see, there's definitely room for better nose-to-lip distance. Yeah, Philtrum is too large, obviously. She really needs to shave a millimeter off here. Slight visibility of white under the iris. I mean, definitely could use tighter orbitals, so there's no question about it. The canthal tilt here is basically neutral, and really, this is a deal killer. Just the jawline is not as pronounced as it really should be. Compare Sydney Sweeney's jawline to a real Chad, like, I don't know, off the top of my head, like David Hasselhoff or something. Strong jaw. That's really more of what you want. Ooh, this is definitely gonna knock her down some points. Boobs? Ugh, don't like that. Come on, what are these even for? Like, what's the point? I mean, just compare this for a moment with David Hasselhoff. No breasts to speak of. Huge cock, I like that. As you can see here, no penis. Where is the penis? Chin projection in general is just totally mid. Her neck needs to be thicker and meatier. Her interpupillary distance is just not doing it for me. Something about the interpupillary distance, you know, the pieces are there, but they're just not really connecting for me in a way that makes me find her attractive. I mean, just compare her with someone like Clavicular. There's a guy you'd want to have sex with.